Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Bobby D.
Good morning.
And how are you feel today?
Good.
Feel good?
Good.
That's good. And
How
here
about
we are.
you?
I feel good. Here we are. It's hard to believe it is Memorial Day weekend.
Yes.
Here we are. It is May 24th, 2025. This is the CCI radio show. Sam C, Bobby D, your favorite weekend duo, sponsored by Vibrant Souls Health and Wellness. You can follow Vibrant Souls on Instagram, and you can email Vibrant Souls at vibrantsouls@gmail.com.
That is correct.
So thank you so much for coming on in and joining us this morning. We're glad that you're here. If this is your first time, welcome aboard. And if you're not subscribed to our channel, please make sure you do so.
That's right. Do it quickly.
We would greatly appreciate that.
Do it quick.
And like I said, it's Memorial Day weekend. We got some things to talk about. Before we do that, just to let you know, we are globally connected and connecting the world. The CCI radio show, globally connected, 13 years and counting.
That is correct.
All right, so stay tuned. The show begins just a matter of seconds, right, Bobby D?
That's right.
All right, welcome back to the show. We're glad that you are here.
Yes, and it is Memorial Day weekend, and actually we have some Memorial Day things to talk about, and let me see, and we want to give you some facts about New York City. That's right. We're going to talk a little bit about New York. We've been watching some things about New York, and we just wanted to chit and chat a little bit about that. Well, also, we do want to say hello to Netta. Hello, Summer A. Hello, Lee Girl. Hello, Zelma, the folks that are usually here with us. Guess what? If you read the scroller, the crawler, not the scroller.
Let me say
the
it.
crawler.
Let me say it. We're here, but we're not here. So it's a little bit of both. So if you guys are commenting, this is why. Don't take it like we're ignoring you, because we're not. Yeah, we are here, but not here.
We'll get into that later.
Yes.
But Memorial Day. All right. I wanted to read a little something about Memorial Day and how we got started. Okay. As you know, I do go to wikipedia.org to get my information. Sam C, what do you think?
How you want me to?
Please.
No. Well, it's originally known as Decoration Day. One of the federal holidays in the U.S. for honoring and mourning the U.S. military personnel who died while serving in the United States Armed Forces, and it is observed on the last Monday of May. So
in a few days.
Yeah, a couple days from now, it will be Memorial Day itself.
That's right.
And Memorial Day is also considered the unofficial beginning of summer here in the U.S., for those of you who didn't know.
However, the way this weather is, I don't know, like this, I don't know, this weather is sus. as the kids say nowadays.
It's
We
sus.
say suspect. The kiddos say,
Sus.
"This cuppage, that's sus." Like sus. What is that supposed to mean? I used to be cool, but I guess I'm not anymore. Well, I guess I'm still cool because I'm like, oh, sus. Okay, all right. So that's what you say now. You don't have to say the whole word suspect. Don't say suspect.
That's
say
funny.
this. That is a bit sus. Okay, that's cool. Whatever you say.
That is so funny.
But actually, if you would like to know the next few years of the dates, they actually have it here too.
Yeah, I can't believe it. So, of course, May 26th for this year. Next year, the 2020.
26.
6 is May 5th.
Wait, isn't that funny?
It's backwards.
Yes,
It's a
this
day
year
backwards.
is 2025. It's May 26th. And then 2026, it's May 25th.
It's next year a leap year.
Mm,
Well, we'll get to that in a minute.
no,
2027, it is on May 31st.
Mm-hmm.
So Memorial Day is every year. And the first time there was Memorial Day was May 30th, 1868.
That is correct. And to find out, actually, I don't think, let me see, or maybe, no, wait a minute. Last year was leap year, wasn't it?
Right.
Leap year. Because, last year was leap year. So that would be 2028, right? Wait, let me check just to be sure. Leap, yes.
Yeah, 2028. Okay.
Wait. Leap year, the 2028. Yes, that is correct. Because remember, technically, my birthday. So those of us born always like to, pick with Samsey a little bit. Because in the year that leap year happens, because leap year is it's always February 29th, right? Which only comes once every 4 years.
Right.
Those of us born before February 29th on the calendar, so in other words, all of January and all of February, our birthdays don't leap until the next year. So everybody else is leaping. Your birthdays are jumping like crazy from March 1st on in that year. And our birthdays, those of us born at the beginning of the year, we don't leap until the next year. So technically, when leap year comes in 2028, my birthday, because it's January 27th, won't leap until 2029.
Wow. Okay. Didn't know that.
So that, I don't know.
A little history here for you.
A little history. It's a little funny. It's kind of a funny little thing. But don't, usually Samsey will look at me like I'm crazy or something. Like, yeah, but when is your birthday? My birthday hasn't leaped yet. Your birthday leaps. Mine waits until the next year. And then we're all done leaping.
Sorry about that.
From February 28th of that year, the next year, is when we're, oh, bless you.
Hey, thank you. I thought I had to sneeze there for a second.
It looked like it was a quiet sneeze.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got
it. That was a good quiet sneeze.
Yeah.
I've actually never seen you do that in 23 years.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like for some reason my nose was like starting to itch. And I was like, oh man, I was like, oh no, right here, I was trying to figure out like, what can I do?
Oh, that was good.
Instead of sneezing all over the,
all over this and all over me, and
I thought it was
all over everybody watching.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad and all over my drink.
Yeah, my drink. Well, mine's in a bottle.
Yes, so that's good. That's good.
But Memorial Day is the unofficial start of summer, and a lot of good things, happening with Memorial Day. A lot of people like to barbecue, and some of the things that people like to barbecue, of course, ribs, ribs, chicken, steaks, hot dogs,
That's true.
hamburgers.
I should probably go back to that, huh?
Yeah.
Should I?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Some people like to grill fish.
That's true.
Some people like grilled asparagus.
Truth.
You know, I like grilled asparagus. We like grilled asparagus.
I just love asparagus.
Yeah, we just love asparagus.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Good stuff.
Very good stuff.
So, yeah.
Let me see. The first national observance of Memorial Day occurred on May 30th, 1868.
Wow. Okay.
1868. My goodness. Then known as Decoration Day and observed on May 30th, the holiday was proclaimed by Commander-in-Chief John A. Logan of the Grand Army of the Republic to honor the Union soldiers who had died in the American Civil War. This national observance followed many local observances, which were inaugurated between the end of the Civil War and Logan's declaration. Many cities and people have claimed to be the first to observe it. However, the National Cemetery Administration, a division of the Department of Veteran Affairs, credits Mary Ann Williams with originating the idea of strewing the graves of Civil War soldiers, Union and Confederate, with flowers. Wow,
Okay.
that's
That's good.
lovely. That even though we're not down with the Confederate, but even though that's what they're trying to go back to, but we won't get into that. We won't do that today.
Whole nother story.
We won't do that today. Yeah, so the official recognition as a holiday spread among the states, beginning with New York, interestingly enough, in 1873. By 1890, every Union state had adopted it. The World Wars turned it into a day of remembrance for all members of the U.S. military who fought and died in service.
Okay. And in 1968, Congress changed the observance to the last Monday in May. And in 1971, standardized as Memorial Day.
Mm-hmm.
2 other days celebrate those who have served or serving in the U.S. military. We also have Armed Forces Day, which is earlier in May, and which is the unofficial U.S. holiday for honoring those serving in the armed forces, and Veterans Day, which is November 11th, and honors all of those who have served in the U.S. Armed Forces. So, again, as we approach Memorial Day, to all the active members and all the members who have passed, we thank you.
That is correct.
And I thank you for serving our country.
That is correct. Now, what's also interesting, as Sam C. brought up the fact that on Memorial Day, people celebrate by barbecuing and things like that. This says parades. Since 1867, Brooklyn, New York, well, a lot of New York popping up in this Memorial Day thing, has held an annual Memorial Day parade, which it claims to be the nation's oldest. Grafton, West Virginia, and Ironton, Ohio, have also had an ongoing parade since 1868.
That's a long time.
However, the Memorial Day Parade in Rochester, Wisconsin, predates both the Doylestown and the Grafton parades by 1 year, 1867.
Really?
That is a long time.
Okay. What's this I see about poppies?
Oh, yeah, let's see.
What is this, like the national flower that they use for that?
That's opening the. Oh, they're talking about. So apparently, it has to do with in 1915. Oh wow! Following the Second Battle of Ypres, Lieutenant Colonel John McCrae, a physician with the Canadian Expeditionary Force, wrote the poem In Flanders Fields. Its opening lines refer to the fields of poppies that grew among the soldiers' graves in Flanders. Inspired by the poem, YWCA worker Melina Michael attended a YWCA Overseas War Secretaries Conference 3 years later wearing a silk poppy pinned to her coat and distributed over 24 more to others present.
Wow.
That's really nice. The National American Legion adopted the poppy as its official symbol of remembrance in 1920.
Wow.
That's very nice.
Okay.
That's very nice.
It is very nice.
Yeah, lovely.
I dig. I really dig.
And then, of course, they've got all the observance dates from 1971 all the way to 2037. So if you are interested in finding out what day, what the actual date is for the year, wow, that's crazy that they actually did all the way. Look at this. So May 31st would be 2020. The next one is 2027 and 2032. May 30th, the next one is 2033. May 29th, oh my gosh, okay, is 2028 and 2034. I mean, they're really, wow. 2029 and 2035 is on May 28th. May 27th was last year, and 2030. May 26th will be this year. 2031 and 2036, and then May 25th is 2026, so next year, and 2037.
Wow.
That's a lot.
There's a lot.
That is a lot. That is a lot. Well, actually, I was actually very interested since they kept bringing up New York and all of these Memorial Day things. And let me see. I thought that maybe we could talk about it.
Okay. Well, Memorial Day stuff.
Yeah, you could bring that up because it seemed like New York City or New York came up a lot in the Memorial Day discussion.
Well, so let's talk about it. So they
So again, we have wikipedia.org, type in New York City, they'll let you know.
As it says here, it's the most populous city in the U.S. I've skipped to all this jazz here.
Okay, I said largest harbors. The city comprises 5 boroughs, each coextensive with a respective county.
I wasn't trying to sound too techie.
Oh, wow.
I was trying to skip through some of that.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Because that's a lot of techie stuff there.
All right. New York is a global center of finance and commerce, culture, technology, entertainment, and media, academics, and scientific output, the arts and fashion, and as home to the headquarters of the United Nations International Diplomacy.
Did you know that?
I did not know that. However, every time we watch GMA every morning.
Yeah.
And I noticed that, I mean, it's not necessarily the United Nations headquarters, but like they'll be like, oh, GMA, right on whatever, whatever. I should know what it says. We hear it every day. But anyway, it has the little thing with all the like the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine logos on the side of that building. And I always thought that was actually kind of cool. We've never been to New York City, and there goes the train again.
We need
train.
We need to have a song that says, "There goes the train again."
That's it.
The
train again.
Sitting there looking at some of the landmarks here for New York, since you have them
Yes,
sitting right here.
absolutely.
You already talked about the UN headquarters. There is the in Midtown Manhattan, they have the Empire State Building. In Lower Manhattan, they have One World Trade Center. There's a Statue of Liberty. There's Times Square. There's Unisphere. Unisphere. Central Park. Brooklyn Bridge. Of course, many people talk about that. You can walk the whole bridge.
The Verrazano Narrows Bridge.
And the Brooklyn Zoo.
That's right. This
those are just some of the things. Oh, I've seen that. Seen them like on movies.
Okay. They have an interactive map. They have the different boroughs broken down. The Bronx.
Kings.
I didn't know that there was Kings.
I didn't either.
That's Brooklyn.
There's New York borough,
Manhattan.
Which is Manhattan. There's Queens. Richmond, which is Staten Island.
Interesting. I never knew that. It was settled in 1624, 401 years ago.
That's a long time
That's a long time ago. Consolidated in 1898, 127 years ago, and named after James,
the Duke of York.
Duke of York.
Didn't know that.
I didn't know that. That's very okay. So now that just brings. I'm sorry. I see something here, and now I'm curious about James
II of England.
James II of. So it says James II and 7th. Okay. October 14th, 1633 to September 16th, 1701 was King of England and Ireland. So maybe he was James II one place and James VII in the other. I don't know. That's weird. Okay. And wait, he was King of England and Ireland as James II, and King of Scotland as James VII.
Remember that movie, The Last King of Scotland?
Absolutely, I do. From the death of his elder brother, Charles II. Interesting. Wait a minute. King Charles right now, is he going as King Charles the...
I just know him as King Charles.
Okay, well, let's click on King Charles. See how this just keeps on going. Okay, so King Charles of England. Now, Charles, Queen. Charles was the eldest surviving child. Charles the Fur. Okay, so that's just going to bring me down a rabbit hole. Okay, we're not going to do that. I want to know why this particular gentleman was
hair.
Well, that's a wig.
Oh,
so yeah. So how back in the day, they do, as the kids nowadays would say, they did the most.
Yeah.
They were doing the absolute most. But I want to know why. So this is what I want to know about James II. Why was he, what did he have to do with the naming of New York? Because his name is James II. So it's not like, I don't understand how attempted to regain. I don't know. And the crazy people are right above us, following what we're working on.
Just like the audio show.
Absolutely. Yes. So I don't know why James.
Like it doesn't matter to you.
Right. James II. Why did they have to do it? Well, interesting. Okay, that works. So We're just going to go back to New York. Anchored by Wall Street in the financial district, Manhattan, New York City, has been called both the world's premier financial and fintech center and the most economically powerful city in the world.
Mm-hmm.
And as of literally 3 years ago, 2022, the New York metropolitan area is the largest metropolitan economy in the world, with a gross metropolitan product of over $2.16 trillion. The New York metropolitan area's economy is larger than all but 9 countries in the world. That's insane. That is incredible.
Wow.
And larger than 9 countries in the world. Despite having a 24/7 rapid transit system, New York also leads the world in urban automobile traffic congestion. The city is home to the world's two largest stock exchanges by market capitalization of their listed companies, the New York Stock Exchange and NASDAQ. New York City is an established safe haven for global investors. Well, at least it was back then.
There you go.
As of 2023, New York City is the most expensive city in the world.
Yeah.
For expatriates, I guess that's what that is, and has by a wide margin the highest residential rents of any city in the nation. That's crazy.
Wow.
Fifth Avenue is the most expensive shopping street in the world. New York City is home by a significant margin to the highest number of billionaires, including individuals of ultra high net worth, greater than $30 million, and millionaires of any city in the world.
Wow. I mean, that's really expensive.
That's an expensive place, it sounds like.
Well, speaking of something that could be expensive, make sure that you guys...
But it's not.
No, it's not. Make sure you get your copy of this right here. You see it?
Yes.
Pandemic Press Media Magazine, or Spring 2025 edition, is available right now at lulu.com. So make sure that you go get your copy. And to those of you who have already gotten your copy, thank you so much for that. We will be we have another audio podcast scheduled for you guys for this coming Sunday, actually Memorial Day week, pre-Memorial Day.
Yes.
Sunday. It is going to be Gospel Excellence.
Oh, is it?
Or is it?
Is it? Oh, yes, it is. I think so.
Let me look at the calendar real quick. Yep.
Okay, sounds good.
Gospel Excellence with Bobby D. Yeah, this coming Sunday, because that's Europe.
Sounds good. I can handle it.
Yeah, so make sure that you spend a little time getting your groove on with the best gospel music and praise with Bobby D this coming Sunday on SoundCloud, Podbean, and Buzzsprout. So you could get your groove on with her and show her some love as well. Make sure that you check out all of our other shows here on our channel. Again, we have Tuesday Talks with Bobby D. We have Etiquette Class, Mrs. Cubbage. You have Credit Tips with me. You have Cubbage Critiques. You have Cooking Phone with Mrs. Cubbage. And, of course, you have our baby, our mainstay, the CCI radio show right here on our YouTube channel every Saturday.
Good. Sounds good. So I guess you're about ready to wrap this up, huh?
Yeah, I guess we should go ahead and wrap this up. Anything else you want to say to the audience?
Yes, actually. You're probably wondering why we talked so much about New York. It's because the reason why we're not live on the show right now is because that's where we are. We don't want the nosy neighbors to know. So that's where we are. And specifically, we are in.
Mm-hmm.
So
make sure you check out our
We'll have
social
other,
media pages and stuff.
yes, we'll have other videos. And if we get the opportunity, we will try to pop up live or, something along those lines. So we will certainly let you know. If not, you'll certainly be seeing some shorts or some things that we could upload
Yep.
as quickly as we can.
Yep. Sounds good.
Sounds like a plan.
Yep.
So, I guess we can head on off because technically, who knows where we are right now at this point.
Yeah. Yeah. So everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. We greatly appreciate it. We hope that you have a safe, blessed, and Memorial Day. Well, before I say that, we hope you enjoyed this show too.
That's true.
And we also hope that you have a safe, blessed, and Memorial Day weekend to you and your family, and to all of our fans and supporters. We love you. We appreciate you.
That is correct. Yesterday's history, tomorrow's a mystery, today is a gift. That's why we call it the present. Thank you so much for joining us today, and we will see you again really, really soon. Happy Memorial Day weekend. Bye.